നമസ്കാരം. കേരളവും തമിഴ്നാടും പശ്ചിമബംഗാളും ഉൾപ്പെടെ 4 സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങളിലും ഒരു കേന്ദ്രഭരണ പ്രദേശത്തും നിയമസഭാ തിരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് ആസന്നമായിരിക്കുകയാണ്. നിലവിലെ ദേശീയ രാഷ്ട്രീയ സാഹചര്യങ്ങളും മാറ്റങ്ങളും വിലയിരുത്തുന്നതിനായി നമ്മളോട് ഇന്ന് ചേരുന്നത് CPI ജനറൽ സെക്രട്ടറി D. രാജയാണ്. നമസ്കാരം. Comrade, as I said, in 4 states and 1 union territory, there is election happening. What do you think? What is the current situation in India and how left parties will play a major role, or they have a good time this time, or what?
The elections in the states Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Assam and in Puducherry have assumed a great importance. It has attracted the attention of the whole nation. We should understand why. The outcome of these elections will have serious implications on the national politics and on the future of our country. I am of the view that the outcome of these elections will mark the beginning of the fall of BJP regime at center. The BJP RSS combined, having captured the political power at center, has been trying to impose their own agenda. Their own agenda, I mean the so-called the Hindu Rashtra,
Belief.
all over the country. That is why they talk about one nation, one culture, one nation, one tax, one nation, one language, one nation. Now they keep talking about one election. Then they are leading to one nation, one party, one nation, one ideology. This is a dangerous trend. BJP wants to impose the agenda of RSS. RSS has an agenda, it has an ideology which is divisive, sectarian, communal, fascistic one. And as of now, India is a democracy. India is a republic. And if BJP continues to be in power, we will lose our republic, we will lose our constitution. So the outcome of these elections is very important, and this will help the people to reclaim the republic and safeguard the constitution. That's why BJP is also desperate to win these elections or to have foothold in states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and they are so desperate to win Bengal, they are so desperate to win Assam. But that is not going to happen. That is why the BJP leadership has become very desperate. Look at the way Mr. Modi is campaigning. Look at the way the Home Minister Amit Shah is campaigning. And they go to any level, they stoop to such a low level to attack the opposition, accuse the opposition, and speak such irrational, absurd things and giving false promises. That is why these elections are quite significant, quite important. So in all these places, our party and other left secular democratic forces have realized the danger, and they have come to the collective understanding that BJP and its allies must be defeated in these elections. That must be our primary objective.
What is the role of left parties, CPI and CPM, including CPM, in Tamil Nadu election? Because Tamil Nadu is having an alliance with the DMK.
Tamil Nadu has its own specific issues also. Tamil Nadu, till now, it is under AIADMK's rule. AIADMK, headed by Ms. Palanichami, has proved to be a stooge of central government, and it doesn't have independent positions on policies. It succumbs to the pressure given by central government, and thereby it has failed to protect the rights of the state of Tamil Nadu, the interests of the state of Tamil Nadu. BJP, on the other hand, riding on the shoulders of AIADMK, wants to have a foothold in Tamil Nadu, because Tamil Nadu is one state which proved to be a strong opposition, resistance to the Sanatan ideology, the Manu Shastra and such things. Because as in Kerala, Kerala is considered to be the land of Ayyankali, Sri Narayan Guru. In case of Tamil Nadu, it is land of Ayodhidas Pandit, who was a great Dalit revolutionary fighter who fought against untouchability. Then land of Periyar, who really founded the self-respect movement for social justice. And also it is land of great communist leaders. Since beginning, they have been fighting against caste discrimination, the class exploitation in the state of Tamil Nadu. And in the midst of all these things, Ambedkar's ideals and Ambedkar's movements had great impact in Tamil Nadu, continues to have. That is why BJP is finding it very difficult. So BJP is trying to encourage the so-called subaltern Hindutva. When we talk of Hindutva, it is Brahmanical superiority or hierarchy, but subaltern Hindutva means even to break the unity of Dalits, Adivasis or other backward classes. This is what BJP is trying to do. This has been thoroughly exposed. Now DMK has taken a stand to fight BJP, because that's why DMK, everybody says one vote for AIADMK means it is one vote for BJP. This should not happen in Tamil Nadu. So the DMK combined has emerged in a process of political activity. So under the leadership of DMK, CPI is there, CPM is there, VCK, a party which stands for Dalits and their and MDMK, some small Muslim parties, all are together. So it is called Secular Progressive Alliance. And now I find that alliance has become so strong, formidable. And people say DMK alliance will have a sweep in the elections. It can be a landslide in favor of DMK alliance. As in Kerala, many surveys are projecting that.
Yes, that's what even I'm coming to that question. Like this time, every time there is a change of rules in Kerala. But this time, all surveys, including national surveys, says that LDF will continue this time. LDF government will continue this time. What do you think? Why this time?
No, LDF has a very credible performance. LDF. And it is on the basis of its own performance. LDF stands ahead of others, and people through their own experience, through their own understanding, they think LDF must get another chance, and LDF must come back to power. And during floods and rains, LDF performed in a remarkable way, and even during COVID, LDF performed in a remarkable way. And during the whole period, pandemic period, it is LDF government which went to the
Helped people.
people and helped the people, and people did not have a problem of survival, and LDF could address the issues of livelihood, and now Kerala tops the list on every index.
Even in India and international
No,
level.
India international level, you take any human development index or other indices, education, healthcare, everywhere, LDF tops the list. It means LDF performed. LDF having its strong commitment to the service of the people, to provide dignified livelihood to the people. LDF did remarkably well. That's why people are for LDF, and
People wants to
yes
come
want
LDF
to,
again.
yes, people want LDF to come back to power again. That is why the even surveys, maybe they are friendly with LDF or antagonistic with LDF. Objectively speaking, all surveys, they think Kerala it will go LDF way. That's what we should take note.
Okay, I'll ask one question, but I don't know whether even in Tamil Nadu that is not happening. That's why I'm asking that question. Everyone have to get house. Everyone have to get property. Everyone have to get food. Everyone have to get education, free education. Everyone has to get free medical treatments. This is happening in India, and this government wants this to happen definitely in Kerala. Sorry, in Kerala. And if LDF will get another 3 years time, this will 100% happen in Kerala. But in another states of India is not happening. This thing is not happening. It happens only in Kerala. Why? What do you think? Why only Kerala have got all the
No,
efforts?
it is not only Kerala. Of course, Kerala is a leading state. The directive principles in the constitution make it very clear. State should provide education, employment to its citizens. State should provide, state means state apparatus, from starting from central government to state government, should provide all means of livelihood to all citizens. But the union government now under BJP, under Mr. Modi, it is completely committed to serve the interests of corporate houses, Adani's, Ambani's. That's why all private sector and public sector undertakings are being privatized. All public sector undertakings, and this government is not. That means Modi government is not providing adequate funds for public health care or public education or public social infrastructure, nothing. And it unashamedly, brazenly makes it clear it is there to serve the interests of corporate houses, big business houses. In such a situation, certain state governments have taken up the cause of people and the people's issues seriously. In Tamil Nadu also, political parties are keeping, they keep talking about public education. For instance, Tamil Nadu major political parties, including DMK, they are opposing a new education policy. They are opposing NEET. They are opposing several other issues which adversely impact the state rights. And in Kerala also, our LDF government, having a strong commitment to social welfare of the people, it has started implementing these schemes, and these schemes are part of our understanding. One may say it is ideological understanding, political understanding, whatever may be. The communists are committed to serve the interests of the people. Communists are determined to take up some schemes and implement them in the interests of the people. That's what one is witnessing in Kerala happening.
One last question. When you think about central, BJP and Congress are in different areas and they are like enemies. But when you come to Kerala, there is a say that BJP and Congress have a good alliance and they have a good tie-up. But the Congress party says that BJP and LDF have got the good tie-up, and this time, this election, it will reflect. That's what both the parties are saying. What do you think in Kerala? What is the situation?
No, in Kerala, both UDF and BJP are taking very highly hypocritic stand. There is no honesty in the politics of BJP. There is no honesty in the politics of UDF. They think they can defeat LDF. Looking at the response from the people, they are scared, and they try to make all abuses. That is not going to work. But if at all BJP has some gain in Kerala, the whole blame has to be on UDF, and UDF should be held responsible for such a thing, and UDF will have to think over and do some serious introspection. When I say this, even Mr. Rahul Gandhi came and he was visiting some educational institutions. He was teaching self-defense to girl students. All right, but he has to teach self-defense to one party men. They are all migrating from.
They are growing BJPs.
Because Congress party is in disarray in Kerala, in several other states also. This they will have to realize, and let us see after elections what's going to happen. But as far as this election is concerned, it has made people aware of the political developments and the challenges that country is facing. On that basis, in Kerala, they are with LDF, and they are going to be with LDF, and they are going to vote for LDF. LDF will come back to power. That is the assessment everywhere. Not only media, even many political analysts are giving.
All rumors, let it be like that. BJP, whatever BJP, Congress, whatever rumors they are saying, let it be like that. But this time, Kerala will vote for LDF, right? That's what you wanted to say.
That, exactly.
Okay. இன்னொரு கொஸ்டின் தமிழில், எனக்கு தமிழ் நல்லா வராது, அப்போ கூட நான் ஒரு தமிழில் ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்குறேன். இடுக்கி டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் அது உட்பட நிறைய பார்டர் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ஸ் தமிழ்நாடு சேர்ந்துருக்காங்க. அப்போது அங்கே எல்லாம் நிறைய தமிழ் ஓட்டர்ஸ் கூட இருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு கிட்ட நீங்கள் என்ன சொல்ல போகிறீங்க?
கேரளாவில் வாழுகிற தமிழ் மக்கள் அவர்களுடைய நலனுக்கு மட்டுமல்ல, கேரளாவினுடைய நலனுக்கு வேண்டி கேரளாவில் இடதுசாரி ஜனநாயக முன்னணிக்கு வாக்களிக்க வேண்டும் என்று நான் வேண்டுகிறேன். இன்றைக்கு உத்தரப்பிரதேஷ், மத்திய பிரதேஷ் என்று பிஜேபி ஆளுகிற மாநிலங்களை ஒப்பிடுகிற பொழுது மத நல்லிணக்கம், மொழி நல்லிணக்கம் இவற்றை பாதுகாத்து உழைக்கக்கூடிய மக்களுடைய நலனை உயர்த்தி பிடிக்கிற இயக்கம் இடதுசாரி ஜனநாயக இயக்கம். மூணாறு, அல்லது கேரளாவை
பீர்மேடு.
ஒட்டி பீர்மேடு இந்த பகுதிகளிலெல்லாம் தோட்டத் தொழிலாளர்கள் அவர்களுடைய உரிமைகளுக்காக அவர்களுடைய வாழ்வாதாரங்களை பெருக்குவதற்காக கம்யூனிஸ்டுகள் அளப்பரிய போராட்டங்கள் தியாகங்களை மேற்கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். சமீபத்தில் தோழர் C.A. கொரியன் காலமானார். தோழர் C.A. கொரியன் அந்த பகுதியில் தோட்டத் தொழிலாளர்களை ஒருங்கிணைத்து அவர்களுக்கென்று அமைப்பை உருவாக்கி தொழிற்சங்க இயக்கத்தை உருவாக்கி அவர்களுடைய உரிமைகளுக்காக போராடியவர். அந்த மக்களினுடைய நலனுக்காக சட்டமன்றத்தில் போராடியிருக்கிறார், சட்டமன்றத்துக்கு வெளியில் போராடியிருக்கிறார். இந்த தேர்தல் பிரச்சாரம் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற காலத்தில் அவர் நம்மை விட்டு பிரிந்திருக்கிறார். அவருக்கு வீர வணக்கத்தை செலுத்துகிற வகையில் தோட்டத் தொழிலாளர்கள், அந்த பகுதியில் வாழுகிற தமிழ் மக்கள் எல்லாம் இந்திய கம்யூனிஸ்ட் கட்சி, மார்க்சிஸ்ட் கம்யூனிஸ்ட் கட்சி உள்ளடங்கிய இடதுசாரி ஜனநாயக முன்னணிக்கு வாக்களிக்க வேண்டும் என்று நான் இந்திய கம்யூனிஸ்ட் கட்சியினுடைய தேசிய தலைமையின் சார்பில் வேண்டிக் கொள்கிறேன்.
ரொம்ப நன்றி. Thank you for your time, and we had a lot of discussions, and left will continue this time.
Okay.
All the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.